Hey everyone, it's Ashley with Going Crochet, and today I am doing another 24-hour challenge because when I put a post up of things I should continue making content on, the 24-hour challenge videos was one of them you guys voted in on for me to do. So today I am doing some snakes. I already created one of them, so I could show you guys ahead of schedule what I'm doing. So I'm making some snakes. This one was actually Mainstays of Velvet, and I'm loving the colors on this, and I love the size. So I'm planning, I only got 2 skeins of the Mainstays. I also have a skein of the Joann's brand Big Twist Plush that I plan to do this style snake in. And then I'm probably going to also do some other random snakes in there, different patterns, so that I'm just varying it up for my table, for my booth. But these ones are not stuffed except for the head, and I really liked that idea for them. And I like the point of this one's nose because it looks like it's just, you know, going through. And like I said, I love this length. Although the only thing is, this one took just about an entire skein of yarn. So I was only able to make one of them. I was hoping I'd be able to make 2, but I wasn't sure if I would. So we'll probably have to play around with it if I want to get a bunch of these done in 24 hours. So yeah, here's my first snake, and I will keep you guys updated. I have a birthday party to go to for my niece today, so my goal is about 5 snakes. We'll see what happens. They do take a little while to make, so I'm hoping for 5 snakes in this 24 hours, maybe a few more if I do little ones. But we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated. All right, it's a little bit later in the day, and I went ahead and did another Mainstay Velvet snake, and this is the other color that I picked out. This one ended up a little bit chunkier than my other one. I think I actually have an extra stitch around on this one, and his head wasn't as pointy, but I used different eyes for him, and once again, I love him. Once again, good length, very soft. My son is already saying that he wants one of these velvet ones because he likes the feel of the yarn. So super soft yarn. So I'm definitely gonna have to go back and get more of this yarn. It's a bunch thicker. Let me see, I have some right here I can show you guys. As you can see, it's a bit thicker of a yarn. I might be able to get some smaller snakes. I had a whole big mess, and I had to cut it up because it was tangled. So I might be able to get like another small snake out of that. And I'm working on a project with the rest of that velvet I just showed you, and I will insert a little clip here about what I made out of it. This was my first attempt at doing a snake on one of the slap bracelets, and it came out a little too thick, but my son loves it, and so he's keeping it for himself. Here you go, buddy. And now I'm working on some other smaller snakes. At the moment, I have this. It kind of doesn't look like anything right now. I have to add eyes to it. I didn't add eyes to it because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but it's a slap bracelet, and it'll be, once it has eyes, it'll be a little snake bracelet. And so I thought those were fun. And this is just kind of a prototype right now. I'm just trying to figure out the head situation to make it look more snakish than it does right now. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated on if I come up with something a little bit better than this one. And I'll let you know what I do next. But first I have to go to a birthday party, and I am planning on bringing some yarn with me. So maybe I'll make a snake while I'm there. We'll see. Guys, I am back from the birthday party and I have some updates for you. First and foremost, I did a second one of these guys before I left and I just finished him up since I've been home. So I kind of made his head bigger. But here we go. I have a little snake on my wrist and I added their eyes to them. And so I don't know if I can get it on with my brace or with my watch in the way, but yeah, so now I have two little snakes on my wrist. So I thought those would be like a fun little option for kids. And as you saw in the clip I added, my son stole the first one. I made it out of the mainstays velvet, which was too large and too slippery for actually like making a bracelet. So it doesn't hold up well. These are made out of burlap blanket. And so I figured I'd give them a try. So I guess that makes two more snakes for the day. And now I want to show you when I was at my niece's for her birthday party, I did end up getting another snake done. So I made this one and I really like how this teal color kind of wrapped around. I think that's kind of cool looking. And so here's another snake done. And so that means I so far have a total of 3 large snakes and 3 small snakes made. So that's 6, but I wouldn't call that, you know, a total of 6 just because the small ones don't really count as like a large size one because they're quicker to make. But I have these 3 guys done. And the fun thing is I have enough to be able to do, I'm pretty sure, another snake with this one. So this is the big twist plush that I was telling you guys about at the beginning of the video. And if you're looking for the color, it's Tutti Frutti. And so I think I'm gonna go ahead and make another snake right now out of this because it came out pretty cute, I think. And I am out of these 2 colors. So I will make another one of those. And if I have time for the night, I think I'm gonna switch over to some Sweet Snuggles Light after and do my other snake pattern that I pattern tested a while back and I really enjoyed that pattern. So of course I'll link down below the pattern for these guys. I don't have a pattern for my snap bracelet snakes because they're just kind of something I'm throwing together as we go. Maybe I'll get a couple more of those. I want to try, I'm not sure about, I was thinking of trying it in like the Sweet Snuggles Light, but that might be too slippery for it to be a bracelet. But we'll see because this one was definitely too slippery and too thick for it to be a bracelet. But I'm thinking maybe this or a Parfait Chunky would make a nice bracelet because then the head would be more distinct versus the body, since it is very like straight, and you can't really get away from that because it's on that snap bracelet. So we'll see what I do with that if I end up making any more of them. My goal is really the bigger snakes right now. And yeah, I'll get back to you when I have some more snakes made. Good morning, everyone. It has now been 24 hours, so I am going to show you what I was able to finish yesterday. So my guess was I was going to be able to do 5 large snakes plus maybe a few smaller snakes. And so let's go ahead. We'll start with my number 1 snake that I made. 1. And then I made this guy for 2. And then I did this guy for 3. And I did another one at the same colors for 4. And then I played around with some slap bracelets for a while. So I'm just going to show you because on my live, a lot of people were asking me about it. All it is just a regular old slap bracelet that I got from Amazon. I got a pack of like 48 of them for fairly cheap. And so I took the slap bracelet and I covered it with yarn basically. So this was my first snake option, and as you can see, his head's not very pronounced. So I made him first, and then I made this guy, and I made his head a little bit more pronounced. So you can see his head forming here a little bit better. And then this is when I started to actually pay attention to what I was doing, and I formed another one, and he has more of like a square snout, and I liked where I was going here. So I continued going and I created this guy. So he has like a little bit more of a pointy snout. He has that nice big head shape. And when you wrap him around, you see the difference between a head and a tail, which is kind of what I was going for. And so I made him, and then to double check my pattern and make sure I liked the way everything looked and it worked, then I made this guy. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the one that I did for my son that you saw in that clip. So I did 6 snap bracelet snakes, all different options. And then I wasn't done just yet. So I also decided to do another pattern. This is a pattern I pattern tested a few months back for this guy. So he is stuffed. These guys are not stuffed, but these guys are stuffed. This pattern is stuffed. So I made this one and I made this one. So that means 4 plus 2 is 6 large snakes and 6 snap bracelet snakes. So I would say yesterday was a very productive snake day, and I'm very happy with all of my results, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I do plan to do another 24-hour challenge. If you guys have any creations you want me to make in a 24-hour challenge, let me know what pattern you would like me to do for it, and I will add that to my list. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you all for joining. Add a snake down in the emojis below if you go all the way through. Go ahead, make sure to like and subscribe and all that fun jazz that you do, and see you guys next time. Bye.